Cali to Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
A couple of players on the Chicago Bears roster did not hold back on Shane Waldron and the direction of the Chicago Bears offense. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also hitting the like button on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. Bears fans, before I go any further, I did want to give you guys a quick little update on the Chicago Bears injury report as well. And it's really good news for the Chicago Bears leading to this matchup against the Los Angeles Rams. Bears wide receiver Keenan Allen with that heel injury practiced in full today for the Chicago Bears and is trending towards a return against the Los Angeles Rams, and he is now officially listed as questionable. Wide receiver Rome Odunze with that hip injury was also a full participant, and he is also good to go for the Chicago Bears offense against the Los Angeles Rams. Hopefully that means we finally get to see a fully healthy offense. I mean, that's obviously going to be good for quarterback Caleb Williams. Once again, our offensive line still has their struggles, but having Keenan Allen out there as another safety blanket for Caleb Williams will be absolutely huge for the Chicago Bears offense. So, Bears fans, we have some interesting news coming out of Chicago that I wanted to share with you guys on today's episode of Keek on the Mic, and it's in regard to offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. As we all know, the Chicago Bears offense has had their fair amount of struggles over the first 3 weeks, and analysts are really looking at Shane Waldron and the identity that he's trying to create for the Chicago Bears offense. Obviously, when you look at the offensive line is one of the weaker units in the National Football League, but still, there's really no identity to the Chicago Bears offense. We struggle to run the football. He had Caleb Williams throw the football 52 times against the Indianapolis Colts. There's really no clear identity for the Chicago Bears offense, and it all falls on offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. And it's really unfortunate because when we hired Shane Waldron to be the offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears, there was a lot of excitement because we felt that he could be a major upgrade to Luke Getsy. But at the moment, it's looking like he is a downgrade from Luke Getsy, and that is obviously saying a lot. His offense has produced 8, 13, and 16 points over the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. And some leadership on the team has seen enough from Shane Waldron. And they actually had a meeting with Shane Waldron this week to talk about the direction of the Chicago Bears offense. So the players that actually met with Shane Waldron this week was Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, and Marcedes Lewis. And they just want to talk about expectations and just see how they can get this offense on track. And apparently, they did not hold back on their comments about Shane Waldron and the Chicago Bears offense. This is what Marcedes Lewis had to say about their conversations with Shane Waldron. From the oldest guy in the room being me to the youngest guy, don't feel like you can't coach us, Lewis said. I want to be coached. I want to be great. This is not, this is not for play. This is our job. We understand that. It's a high, stressful, production-based business, and we all have got to be doing the same things or everyone gets fired. Ego is supposed to be left out the door. That's what it's about. He's very receptive to that. We have doubts who have done it at a high level. Sometimes as the coaching coming in, you might be walking on eggshells. I just kind of put that to bed. Nobody's sensitive in here. We want to win games just as bad as you do. It's a collaborative effort. This is not Pop Warner. So Bears fans, obviously some interesting comments about Marcedes Lewis and, the conversations they had with Shane Waldron. First and foremost, I was really pleased, that Shane Waldron came out and owned up to his mistakes. He talked about that terrible 4th and 1 speed option call to DeAndre Swift and the loss to the Colts. He said, hey, that one is on me. That was a terrible play call. That will not happen moving forward. So I do like when coaches or offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators, they will take the blame. They'll own up to his mistakes. And I really like the fact that these players, including Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, and Marcedes Lewis, the leaders on this team, were fed up because they understand that even though it's early in the season, you do not want this to carry on and into late in the season where your offense still has no identity. You're still making the same mistakes. Obviously, Shane Waldron is still looking the same. This means that they care about the direction of this football team. They care about the offense getting on track. And to me, I absolutely love that, especially when you're looking at the Chicago Bears defense and how well they have been playing. You do not want to waste a good defense like we have here in Chicago right now. And I think the leaders on the offense understand that. So I think it's always good to have that open communication with your coach. And I think it's also really impressive that Shane Waldron is able to take that information and be like, you know what? I have to be better as a coach. And I think moving forward, hopefully they can make adjustments starting this weekend against the Los Angeles Rams. One thing that's really intriguing to me about Marcedes Lewis' comments is basically talking about how Shane Waldron seemed like he was walking in, kind of walking on eggshells. He was the new coach and felt like he didn't need to coach these guys, right? And to me, that is far from the truth. As a coach, even like Marcedes Lewis says, even if you're the oldest guy in the room or even if you're the youngest guy in the room and rookie quarterback Caleb Williams or Rome Odunze, you have to have the ability to be able to coach these guys and basically have expectations from them of what you want to see within your offense. And to me, it sounds like that's what he wasn't doing in the first couple of weeks of the season. So once again, it's good that Marcedes Lewis, Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet were already fed up after the first couple of weeks. They're tired of seeing the offense be stagnant. They're tired of seeing no identity for the Chicago Bears offense. And they called Shane Waldron out on his bullshit, right? And I do appreciate that. Once again, you have to have open communication. Just like Marcedes Lewis said, this is not Pop Warner. We get paid to play the game of football at a high level. And right now, it's just not that. We have to get things going. And once again, it seems like Shane Waldron is receptive to that. And hopefully Shane Waldron can take those open communications from the leaders on the offense and get things going. It starts off, obviously, with the play of the offensive line. And then we have to get the run game going. Hopefully they give Roschon Johnson more carries so we can get the run game going. Maybe Shane Waldron will now be more aggressive in his play calling and be an overall coach, not just the offensive coordinator. Put Caleb Williams in situations to succeed. You don't always have to have him in shotgun. You can have him under center as well. Do simple rollouts, easy pitch and catches to the tight ends. 5 + 5 is 10. So, for me, I just want to see an offensive balance from Shane Waldron. Once again, even though Caleb Williams had an outstanding game, no quarterback, especially as a rookie, should be throwing the ball 52 times. We need to have more balance. We need to have more of a balance between the run and the pass. I still have a little bit of faith in Shane Waldron, even though it has been rocky over the first 3 weeks. But hopefully this meeting that he had with the leadership of the guys on the offensive side of the football opens his mind up a little bit. Hopefully he can make those adjustments starting this week against the Los Angeles Rams. And hopefully this Bears offense can finally have an identity for themselves. So once again, Bears fans, I want to come on here really quick and give you guys my opinion on that. But once again, these players did not hold back on the direction of the Chicago Bears offense. And they actually had a meeting with Shane Waldron to try to discuss these issues and try to get this Bears offense on track. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. What is your initial reaction to this meeting that the leadership on the offense had with Shane Waldron? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys. And as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You can go and subscribe because I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic.